Welcome, everybody. Come on in. No, I'm not talking about John Crooked Toe Tommy. It's another stalker that's been stalking me. Hello, Marish Kitchen. We're just getting the sound turned on, just getting situated. Thank you. Looks like a storm, a sandstorm, really. What's going on? I've got a stalker that's doing all kind of weird stuff and putting up weird things. And now they put up a video of my town that I live in, my small town that I live in, that's stating that they're here and they're about to come over. So, I thought I'd put on a live stream and just live stream their entrance if they decide to come into my house. So when they get slaughtered, there'll be a record of it. What's the title? The Stalker's on the Way. Hey, Oda May. Well, don't go to sleep. It might be my last night on Earth. Somebody's coming to murder me. Hello, Marish Kitchen. Good to see you. Hey, Carl the Cuck. I don't say the name, but you're pretty much on the number there, Carl the Cuck. He's a lunatic. He's trying to terrorize me. I don't believe him, but now he said he's checked into a hotel. He's got to put up a video about the hometown that I live, the small rural town that I live in. So what is the purpose of all this? If you want to file a lawsuit against me or bring the newspaper out to my house, bring it. Don't wait till 10 o'clock at night and put up a video and try to terrorize me because it doesn't scare me. You dumb fuck. It doesn't scare me one bit. That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to bully me and terrorize me. Yes, he is a weirdo. He's a very big fucking weirdo. It's really not okay what he's trying to do. Now, if he wasn't just sitting his ass up in New York, I'd have him arrested, but he's not here. He's up in New York keyboard warrioring, typing stuff on and making these little stupid videos. He's telling me he's going to put bad karma on me. I have no bad karma, son. I have good karma. I worked for 17 years as a very compassionate nurse. And I've got so much good karma, I don't have enough room to carry it all around. So good luck on that. Yeah, good. Unsub his channel. That's a good idea. Because he's just putting out idiocy. He's trying to build off the cloud of John and myself, trying to build his channel. I looked back and I tried to figure out, because he said something about an incident 2 years ago. And the incident 2 years ago was when he started calling me a Nazi in John's channel. And since I'm Jewish, I didn't take too well to that. And I really called him down on that. And that is when he started hating me, I think. He didn't like being called down for that. But yeah, if he really did have enough gumption to drive all the way from New York down to here for a YouTube incident, because he's butthurt about YouTube, that would make him insane in and of itself. We'll see. Because if he pulls up on my property, he will be arrested and put in jail. If he makes it up to my front door before the police do, there might be a different scenario that happens. So he better hope the police get here before something bad happens. Hey, Harley. Queen of Nicole. Queen Nicole, good to see you, Queen. Oh, I'm so scared. I'm just shivering. Oh, he's going to come and get me. I don't think so. I've got AK-47 and shotguns and everything else. So anybody that even makes it up near to my porch is going to have a problem. I don't think they should probably do that. If you're going to come near my property, you better stay in the street, out on the public street, because anything up on my property is fair game. So, fair warning. Fair fucking warning, pal. Fair fucking warning. You don't scare me one little bit. Not one little bit. You're just a big, bushy eyed bully with a keyboard. With a keyboard. That's all you got. I saw you on your little website playing with your pussies. It looks like you're a big wussy that plays with your pussy. So go back playing with your pussy and stay away from me. So what do you guys think about that? Do you think these big bully guys from the New York, New Jersey, all these places should be allowed to just bully single women that live by themselves to try to make them think they're coming to instigate and come to their house in the middle of the night? That's not a very nice thing to do, is it? Yeah, he's going to get in big legal trouble. He's going to get in way big legal trouble. He's going to be in more than that if he comes on my property uninvited, which it will be. He is not invited. No one is invited on my property. No one from YouTube is invited on my property. I'll just make that clear. Yeah, it's not right. I think it's terrible when bullies try to intimidate women or anybody that they think that they can intimidate. It's terrible. Big huge man. And a lot of people are saying that they are pretty much sure that this person we're talking about is actually Kitten Cat himself. So keep that in your mind, because Kitten Cat has never shown himself to anybody. And then there's this guy who's never shown himself to anybody, both from the same area of New York. Think about that. He's going to throw his weight around. You're not going to throw your weight around down here, son. You just better just stay right up there. You better hope you're still well up there. You better hope you're up there and not here. Because the people down here, the boys down here, they're not going to take to you coming down here messing with me. I'll tell you that right now. They'll put you underneath the jail. And maybe you might surface 4 or 5 days later, but you're going to be bruised and busted up. That's just what I heard. That's how I heard they deal with people that come to try to assault females, single females that live by themselves. Somebody comes from up north down here to try to break up a female. They don't like that. They're looking for catfish restaurants. They'll show you where the catfish are. They're underneath the jail. You loser. Some loser that used to be in John's chat and he huffed off because he got mad because we wouldn't let him dox people. We wouldn't let him make fun of doxing. Hey, Carlos. Do I have a gun? I have an arsenal. Yeah. I don't want to have to use it, but if he steps on my property, I will. Yep, I'm the wrong lady to cross. If you try to come up on my property, he'll be a stain on the porch or on the driveway. I'll have to scrape him up into a body bag. Oh, did he? Hmm. Well, he huffed off and said he didn't want to be there anymore, so he's not there anymore. And you know why he got mad? He got mad because I said somebody, not him, somebody else doxed my address, my street address. And he started laughing and said, "Oh, that's a catfish restaurant in Mississippi there." And I said, please, all I said was, call the cuck was, please don't entertain the doxers, period. And I said, I can be, and I knew he knew where that was. I said, I can be an adult about it. Let's just drop it. That's all I said. Well, he couldn't be an adult about it, call the cuck. He could not be. He was a childish 15-year-old high school kid screaming and yelling and saying, "Oh, you're picking on me." And I'm like, he said, "You're making me the victim." I said, "Making you the victim? You're making the victim is a person whose address has been doxed, and you're trying to make more of it." He said, "Well, I didn't know that was your address." And I said, "Yeah, you did. You certainly did. That's why you said something about it being a catfish restaurant, you liar." And well, then he kind of admitted that he did know, and he had to try to back up out of his lie, and then he was messed up, and then he huffed off out of there. And I told John, I said, "Well, he'll be going off somewhere making a video now," and he never did come back until that night. John had put up a blank, a blank thing to do the chat that night. So when nobody was there, he came in there and started writing all this stuff and doxing me in the middle of the night before the next chat. And someone else notified us that he was in there typing. So I got in there and I was able to erase the typing, but he had doxed all over, like 3 or 4 paragraphs worth of stuff. So I kept a chat log of it though. But he's a serial fucking doxer. That's what he is. He thought he'd go in there in the middle of the night and leave it up there, and everybody could see what he wrote. He is a loser. And all over him getting caught making fun of my address. Now, he didn't do the initial doxing, but he sure did some doxing later that night. Loser. So now he's going to haunt me and taunt me and terrorize me and make me try to think he's down here. He did one thing, so he's checked into a motel, and he put a video up of my town that like he's driving through it. I don't believe for a minute that he's really here, but he's a loser. He just wants attention. And he says he's going to sue me. What you going to sue me for being lolly? A lot of people have tried. Many people have not ever succeeded. Many people have been in line. The more people that want to sue me, the more successful I know I am. So get in line, pal. It's a long line. Carlos said you should invite him inside. That way you can shoot him if he tries anything. Oh, I don't think I'll be inviting him inside. I think if he steps foot on my property, something will be inside him, and it's not going to be me. It's not going to be anything around me. It's be something made of lead. So everyone knows publicly there is no invitation for him to be on my property. So if he comes anywhere near my property, he's going to be making a bad mistake. He needs to stay out of my property, off of my block. Okay? Let's just say that. I'm sure he's up in New York where he lives. His little panty ass, probably wearing his fishnet stockings. Because I think he's really gay. I think he has some gay tendencies. Not that there's anything wrong with that. You know the drill, Carl the Cook. Maybe I should bake him a cake. What do you think? No, actually, Camilo doesn't want to beat the hell out of him. Camilo told me I should handle it myself. It's on me, is what Camilo told me. After Camilo told me right before I was going to try to go to sleep about this video, the guy is in my town. He said, "Well, you better handle it." I'm like, what? Yeah, that's what I said, Carl, before I hung the phone up on him. I was amazed. I'm going to take some points off of the prenup for that. Yeah, I would have thought at least Camilla might have made a strongly worded video or something toward him or not, but no, no. Camilla said, "Oh, this guy has put a video out terrorizing you, says he's threatening to come to get you, but I'm going to sleep. Bye, good night." I said, "What?" He said, "Yeah, yeah, it's a video." I said, "Really?" I was a stretch to try to get him to send me the link to the video, which I couldn't find. And it was like it was an imposition to have him send me the video. I don't know what's wrong with him lately. But I said, "Well, thanks a lot." I said, "I'll be awake all night, and I'm sure you'll be asleep in 10 minutes. So that's good for you." Maybe it's just a fable. I know it's probably a lie, but I think it's pretty hateful and ridiculous that people are allowed to do stuff like that. Yep, he's just trying to intimidate me, and he's not. I mean, I understand what he's doing, but he's just a jerk and a loser, and everyone should understand that. How are you tonight, Mississippi? Good to see you. I mean, what kind of loser gets a little tourist video of a little small rural town and then makes it pretends like, oh, I'm there. What a losing move. Loser, loser, loser. Yes, it is a very strange world. That's not a real man. He just wants attention, Harley says. Yeah, I agree, Harley. That is a real puny man, if it's even really a man. I agree. Carl the Cook said Steve Billings and Savage Live got into it tonight. Well, I saw Savage on the Band Invaders channel. Was Steve Billings on there too? What were they fighting about? I thought G Mangos was going to go live again tonight at midnight or something. I didn't see him go live again though. Did anybody see him go live? Savage was a little tipsy, and her and Steve just went at it. They seemed to be okay at the end, but they went at it hard for a little bit on Marks. Oh, it was on Marks. Yeah, I saw her on Marks. I didn't see Billings on there. I might have caught it at the wrong time though. Hmm. I was surprised to see Savage on Marks. I don't think I'd seen her on there before. I didn't know she frequented Marks. Maybe she does. Hey Alice, how are you doing tonight? Thank you for stopping in. I heard Savage talking about when they were over by Bombshells and waiting for her to come out to the door, out the window, or whatever. Interesting. Come on in, everybody. We're waiting for the stalker to arrive. He supposedly's on the way. He's over by the bridge over there. Yep. He sent a video. He's trying to terrorize me, which isn't working, but he's trying and it's not working. So, too bad for him. He's just a keyboard warrior. He's probably still sitting his little pansy ass up in New York, just typing away, trying to extend terrorism, terroristic threat. Well, if you F around, and you might find out many of us live in stand your ground states. That's correct, Carla Cuck. Exactly. Yep. Take them out, Crooked Toe Tommy. Yep, that's what's going to happen because if somebody comes up on my porch, I'm going to take them out of my porch. Yep, that's what's going to happen. Exactly, but I'm sure they're like sitting in their little pansy ass pumps and fishnet stockings in the bed in New York in their little with their little my little kitty blanket typing, thinking everybody thinks they're a big bad man. Well, nobody thinks that. Everybody knows you're a pansy ass waste person. Bergs used to put on those fishnets, yeah, and dance for the real Norm F. Yeah, I remember that. He would dance upon request when the money started flying, didn't he? Yeah, that's pretty sad. Somebody that would do anything for money, isn't it? Pretty sad. Yeah, it is. Well, we're on stalker watch, folks. Those of you that have just arrived, I got someone threatening me with terroristic threats. They're going to be coming here, and they're even to the point of putting a video out about the town that I live in. How horrific is that? And they know that I live by myself, that I'm a widow, and my husband died a couple years ago, and I live here by myself. And they're going to threaten to pull up on me. Pull up on me. And they put this video out at 10 o'clock at night on purpose. How idiotic is that? Trying to scare me? It doesn't scare me. I'm going to sit up here another about a half hour and then I'm going to go to bed. Fuck them all. I'm going to go to bed. Because I don't believe that you're anywhere near where I live. So there. But I'm going to stay up here another half hour or so since I've got a lot of nice people that came in to chat. And I appreciate every one of them. I do. Yep. About a half hour, I'm going to take my dog outside and then come back in and get tucked in for a long winter's night. Only it's fall. It's not winter yet exactly. Crooked Toe Tommy has the right. Take them out. That's right, sir. Take them out. If somebody comes up on my property and starts bothering me and doesn't leave when asked, they will be taken out. Yes, that's right. Yes, Crooked Toe Tommy, you are very brilliant. You got the picture, sir. You got the picture. Yep. Yes, Crooked Toe Tommy, you got it down right. You do. What happened to the Bergs? I haven't heard much from him lately. Harley said, Lolly, I also have a stalker. Do you have cameras? I do. Yes, I have cameras on my front porch, on my side porch, all around the way. I've got lights out there, motion lights that will help, when the person comes up. And I have notified law enforcement so they know that if there is a call, that they will be here very quickly. Because I don't want to have to shoot the person. But if they start crashing in my door, they will be dead. If they start crashing in my door or a window, they will be neutralized. I don't play around, as I'm sure you don't, Harley. Yep. Hello against the wind. It's a crazy world, that's for sure. You don't know who to believe or not. Don't worry, Lolly. We got your back. Thank you. Well, if you don't hear from me again, you'll know what happened at least. Cindy Lopez, I'm so sorry about this. You know how much more it is to be concerned with about you think what in just daily things. So, Mr. Stalker, you just so you know, Lolly doesn't stand alone. Thank you, Cindy Lopez. Against the wind, it's Lolly. Welcome. Doesn't Carl 2.0 have a channel? I'm sure he probably does. I don't know if I've been to it, but I'm not sure. Hope you're doing well, Cindy Lopez. Good to see you again. Savannah Urbex, thank you for coming in. Haven't seen you. Good to see you. Yep, another YouTube stalker. Who'd have thought it? I thought it always ended in the boy. Sorry to hear you have one as well. Yeah, there's a couple. I've got a couple. How do we get? Do we have stalker uh, resistant spray that we can use? Something? Anything? Yeah, I know who it is. I just don't want to advertise him. It's somebody that was used to come to John's chat, and he got butt hurt when we told him not to endorse the doxers that were in there. He got upset about it. Yeah, that's really creepy, isn't it? Yeah. He was criminally trespassing from his own country fair, but he was on his own YouTube channel and still has a free man. Cindy Lopez, do you know who it is? Is it someone you need to take seriously? Yeah, I know who it is. I'm taking it seriously, but I really don't think he's traveled as far as where he's from, supposedly from New York, and I live in the South. I don't think he's here, but he's pretending like he's checked into a hotel. Then tonight he put up a video of the town that I live in. He's pretending that he's here, Cindy. He's really creepy. He needs to be checked for the criminally insane. Lolly, sweetie, you sound exhausted. Why don't you call it a night? Unfortunately, you've been here in the morning with us. What a weasel, the little weasel. Tomorrow you'll be best ready for an old fashioned dragging. That's Marie, said Savannah Urbanix. Kudos, sweetie, lady. Hello, Tats. Thanks for coming by. Yeah, I think I am getting tired. I probably will call it at an hour here. Even though there's a lot of people, good people left. I had said I was probably going to go to bed at midnight. It's about 20 minutes till midnight. I'm going to hang out till midnight and then I'm going to go on to bed. I'm not going to let this loser keep me up at night. North Missouri Outdoors, welcome. I'm glad you came over. It's one of my new subscribers. Welcome. If closer, he wouldn't, not a real man to treat a lady this way. And I will leave it at that. Thank you, North Mississippi Outdoors. And I'll guarantee you, North Mississippi Outdoors, I might be a lady, but I was trained by my father as a little girl on rifle shooting and firearms and everything. So I'm not afraid. I'm not terrorized by any means. And if somebody tries to crash into my house, they will be sorry. And I don't want to harm anyone. Don't want to harm anyone at all. But if somebody tries to adversely crash into my house when they're not wanted, they will suffer some consequences. Cindy Lopez says, I think she might be resting her eyes and then returns. That's why I suggested to end it. We can start this tomorrow, and poor little thing, she doesn't deserve this. Thank you, Cindy. You're such a sweet lady. You've always been real supportive of me, Cindy. I appreciate it. Missouri Outdoors said, yes, I do understand. Tats Marie said, Lolly, so tell us, what was your best vacation? I'm ready to take a vacation. My best vacation that I went to that I really enjoyed was going to Niagara Falls. Have you ever been there? It's just so fabulous looking, all the water spraying and the falls going down. You can ride this little ship underneath there and go underneath the water that's spraying up and look up at the falls that are spraying down. It's just a magnificent sight. It's like right at the entrance to Canada and America. You might want to try it sometimes. Thank you for making me think of something that I really loved and get this pest off of my mind. Thank you so much. You're so sweet, Tats. My favorite vacation was Disney. You know, I've never been to Disney, and I lived in Florida for a long period of time, and I never got to go visit. I love Disney, but I love seeing the little ones having the best time of their lives. Oh, yeah, yeah. Against the Wind says it's beautiful at night. Did you ever go there where they have like the Disney castle and the parade and everything? I bet that would be pretty, pretty. Best tennis player said Dum Dum and Sleason should be in prison. Well, at least Dum Dum for sure. I'm not sure about Miss Seasons. Tats Marie said, oh my God, Lolly, get your tushy into Disney. It's so beautiful. Yeah, I need to go. I'm going to go. I want to go. Nighttime at the falls. Have you been against the wind? It's so beautiful there, is it not? And the spray and everything of the falls make little rainbows over there too. It's so beautiful. Yeah, it's lovely. Which side do you like better, the Canadian side or the American side? Against the wind. Against the wind. That's a pretty song. You say the Canada side? Yeah, I've heard that too. I think the Canadian side is a little bit more. I think the angle of the falls that you have there are a lot prettier. Now, Missouri Outdoors said, I never got to get up anywhere near anymore. You deserve to go and enjoy your life and not be like me. Well, you don't get to go out anymore, North Missouri outdoors? Tats Marie said, yes, get there as soon as possible. If for anything, they have wonderful food. You have to go. Oh, I think I will go. It might be a good vacation and maybe plan for next year. Now, I like to go when it's a little cooler, so maybe after Labor Day it'll be a little bit cooler than in the summer, you know. More to do there. Did I miss the bedtime stories? Oh, yes, there was a story. You have to play back the video because John told a story about an alien cat. Yeah, an alien, a space cat. It was really cute. How are the Gulf of Mexico waters where you're at, Lolly? Well, they're at the highest temperature and they're very dangerous just now. So we're hoping that no big storms come to the Caribbean and come up into the Gulf. Savannah Urbex, Lolly, try to get some good rest. Get your boyfriend to stay connected to you on the phone, and hopefully tomorrow will be a better day. Night, night. Good night, all. Yeah, I think I'm going to take that. Is it all clear? No, no, it's not necessarily all clear. But I'm pretty sure that this guy's full of a bunch of BS. And he's sitting up in his little clutch in New York, uh, trying to, under his little binky, his little Miss Kitty blanket, and his fishnet stockings and his high heels, after he's done some dancing for somebody on the cam. I think he's a cam dancer. Because I think he's a little on the GAY side. Not that there's anything wrong with that, of course. Yes, everyone have a good night, and I think I'm going to call it a night and go ahead and go to bed and get some rest because this guy isn't going to make me lose any of my beauty sleep because, I don't need a whole lot of beauty sleep, but I do like to get my beauty sleep. So good night, Tats Marie, lovely lady. Savannah, Tats Marie, everyone, best tennis player. Have a night. Good night. And I will see you people tomorrow. Good night against the wind. Good to see you again. Have a good night, everyone. Good night.